Hey all, Hipper here. So let's get started on this update here. Let me just know if the audio is okay, because I had a little trouble with it here. So I have a cold beer, so I'm ready for the patch. I suggest you do this. I suggest you do the same. So let's just have a look here if actually the update is up yet. Howdy, Lone Wolf. Welcome to the stream. There it is. In the shadow of leaves. So obviously, I already know what's in the patch notes. And hey, Brett. Hey, Shana. Good of you to drop in. Like I said, I already know what's in the patch notes, at least most of it. And I'm supposed to wait until 1:15, but I don't really know if if that counts when I'm streaming. But so Skeptic, you're looking forward to the alternate German BBs and the Musashi. Yeah. Musashi will be interesting at tier 8. Hey, Kivix. I was just looking forward to, having, no 18-inch guns at tier 7. And, well, I mean, they didn't lie when they said that there will be no more Yamato at tier 7. Instead, there will be Musashi. So, anyway, it's not too bad. I mean, we're used to it already, aren't we? Hey, Edsa. Exciting update. Yeah? Well, we might as well dig into it. So, let's have a look. What they say. And then, wow. Surprise. Musashi. Who would have thought? I mean, yeah, the cat was pretty much out of the bag on that one, wasn't it? That's alright. So, let's just go through the main quick points here. Like the alternate German battleships in early access. The Bushido campaign with Japanese tier 7. Musashi. The Transformers collaboration. As far as I understand it, there's no new commanders, just like the old ones again. Anyway, we'll probably find out. And legendary carriers, apparently. And premium ships, ranked, and more. Yeah, legendary carriers. Yeah, that's it. They're here. Let's just go down to the details here. So the German battleships, tier 4, Derflinger, tier 5, Mackensen, tier 6, Prince Heinrich, and tier 7, Seaton. I think that's how you say it. I'm not German. And then Prince Ruprecht at tier 7. Tier 8, I mean, yeah. It's hard to get used to. There's another tier now. But yeah, that's a good thing. So any of them, any of you are looking forward to any special ones of these ones here? Or it doesn't matter? Submarines. Oh, don't get me started. Oh yeah, Plymouth. I am so excited about that ship. I can tell you. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here a little bit. Controller is disconnected. Stop that. I want that weird music. Mein Deutsch Ja, sehr gut. Agile Plymouth, as soon as I get the ship, pretty much. So, anyway, let's move on. All about enhanced secondaries. Some of them, yada yada, carrying torpedo. Early access, the same thing. Like you need to get the crates and then you open them. And maybe you're lucky, and maybe you're not. So nothing new there really, except that the tier 7 is now available, and the tier 8 is the one that we are pretty much all waiting for. Alright, let's move on to the campaign. So, the tier 8 Musashi, interesting. I'm not really sure what I feel about the ship here, or the fact that we're getting it this soon. Yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, it's at tier 8, but really are legendary guns. Yeah, I don't know what to think about it. I want to see it in action first. Yeah, me too, Lewis. Like, well, actually, the Plymouth is the main thing for me in this update here. I mean, 16 Edinburgh guns, and you get smoke and radar. That sounds like the dream cruiser, really. Probably not the same armor as Edinburgh, I would assume, but never know. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves again here. So yeah, let's move on. So yeah, just the usual stuff about the campaign here, and you get some stuff when you finish it, and yada yada yada. Nothing new there. How much does it cost? Do they say if you want to buy it out? Oh, they usually do. No, not this time. Anyway, probably around the usual, like, what is it, 25,000 doubloons, something like that. So, Transformers are back, and yeah. Another thing, I'm not really sure what I think about this, because from what I can see, there's nothing new. It's just all the existing, or just all the existing Transformers, commanders, and camos, and all that stuff, and ships, I guess. I mean, it's nice if you don't have them, obviously, but I'm not too excited. So I think I have. Well, I have all the commanders already, and I think I have all the camos. You're sad about tier 8, Wolf. Okay, well, I mean, think of it this way: there's another tier to grind then. More game for your money, I guess, or for your lack of money, really, as it is a free game. Hey, Zuma, welcome. We're just going through the patch notes here, or update notes. So it's not really a patch, is it? It's more of an update. Anyway, moving on to the legendary carriers. I don't know what to think about this. The Midway and the Hakuryu. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. But, so you need to buy them first. Somewhat similar to what we did this month here for Colbert. Except you don't need to actually use steel for it this time. It's just doubloons or silver. So I guess that's okay. I mean, I have no real problems with that. I might have a problem with legendary carriers, though. We'll see how it turns out in real life once we get started and some of the better players get these things upgraded all the way. And especially looking at Cranky Cracker here. We'll see how it go. It could be okay, just like the current carriers. I have no issues with the current carriers. They seem to be perfectly balanced, and unless you get focused by them or you are a destroyer, then I don't really notice they're in the games, really. So, Midway, biggest HP pool. Okay, and the Japanese brings fast planes with extremely short restoration times. Okay. Anyway, enough about that. So, ranked, we've made it to season 30. I hardly play ranked. So, yeah. So you can win some steel again. Nothing too amazing there as usual. And then there's actually something interesting here, the Mobile Legends. It seems like they have finally finished whatever it was they were working on for that app. Because I mean, that app has been in the works for nearly a year now. When did we get it? Just before Christmas? So 6 months. Give or take. 8 months. 9 months. Pretty much. But anyway, almost a year. Yeah, a bit of a long time, I think. And it looks like it's only players in certain countries, like Canada and the Philippines, who will be able to access it. Which is strange. But fine. I don't think I'm gonna play that app anyway. So what is this Majestic Days here? It's a special event. Log in, and then you do things, and then you get stuff. Okay, yeah, been there, done that before. And if you do all the logins, do all the stuff, and perhaps play some doubloons, I can't really read that here, you get a battleship. Not too exciting for me personally, but I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, Azuma, I am mostly excited about Plymouth as well. That just seems to be an absolutely amazing ship. Like kind of the best things from Belfast mixed with the best things from Edinburgh, and a little bit of Type 59 in there. So yeah, I have high hopes for that ship. I just hope it's not as slow and annoying to sail as the Belfasts. I hope it's more agile and fun like Edinburgh. But I guess we'll find out. The legendary CV are OP and will be nerfed like Des Moines. Maybe. Yeah, who knows. I don't think so. I think they're going to be more powerful than the tier 7s. But probably not by much. I don't know. We'll find out. Alright. So this is something new and interesting here that kind of took me by surprise, that's for sure. The Wichita is coming back. Well, not really. It's a new Wichita. It's not the same Wichita as if you already have Wichita. Then you have what will be known as Wichita CE from now on. So that means Collector's Edition. So it means you're a collector. Well, no. It just means that the new Wichita will be slightly different from the old Wichita. And the old Wichita will be the CE. So let's just see here what actually differences are. So the HE damage decreased, AP shell increased. That's funny. Okay. And the ricochet angle decreased. Yeah, okay. AP fuse increased. That seems like quite an increase to me. It looks like Wargaming wants this ship to overpen more. I mean, that's not a popular thing to do. They've also upped the penetration. I mean, that shouldn't work. That shouldn't have anything to do with overpens. And the main battery shell grouping decreased by 10%. That's also quite a bit. It's a little bit strange that they've somehow, put their sights on Wichita and said like, oh, this ship is overpowered. We cannot possibly put it out again without nerfing it. And we can't nerf it because it's a premium. So let's create a new version of Wichita. And, well, sure, that makes sense, but my thoughts are more in the line that, is Wichita really that powerful anymore? Sure, it was when it came out, which is nearly 2 years ago. I mean, there's a lot has happened in the game since then, and it's a good ship, but it's not as powerful now as it was back in the day, that's for sure. So I wouldn't have a problem if they made the old or the CE Wichita available for sale. Not a problem. Hey, Aussie Brad, thanks for joining. I don't know what you guys think, but when I see a Wichita these days, I don't worry too much anymore. Yeah, the Citadel is annoying to hit, and it seems like that's not gonna get changed. So it's just DPM is getting nerfed slightly, although the AP is actually getting increased a bit. So yeah, who knows? Yeah, money grab. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a funny ship to do this with. I mean, I could understand if they did it with Des Moines, because that ship definitely needs a nerf, and we'll get to that. But Wichita, it's kind of been left behind. So, and Summers, it's a good destroyer, yeah, but is it that good? I don't know. I don't have access to all the stats that they do, so I'm assuming that it must be overperforming. In mines, I can see that being a bit of a problem. It's sort of like a Weimar. So yeah, I could see that ship perhaps overperforming a bit. So well, happy I have it. So yeah, I mean, I have no problem with actually doing this. So I just think there's some weird ships they picked. What about Shambhala? Anyway, moving on. So this is the tier 3 battleship you can win in the weird contest they have. And I don't care about tier 3 battleships, so let's move beyond that. Here we are. Oh, this looks interesting. It's funny, because I was just doing research on this ship the other day. The PC version, that is. Because I was taking Belfast 43 out, and I was getting very disappointed in this ship. And I thought there must be some premium British cruisers at tier 7 that are actually good. And it seems that Plymouth are really good. And, well, I remember asking the Ouija guys if it had the British AP. And I can read that here, that it actually does. It seems like it has AP only, so I'm assuming that means the Edinburgh AP. And you get 16 barrels. How awesome is that? I can't get over that. I mean, it's already fun to take out an Edinburgh, and it has 3, 6, 9, 12 barrels, yeah. And I get all those barrels pointing at one DD, and you can one-shot them, mostly. And now you get 16, and you can do the same thing. Or, very excited about that ship. It might even be better than Minotaur. I don't know. But, that kind of firepower, with I'm assuming the same reload as Edinburgh, somewhere in the 7s. Wow. And I'm not sure it actually has torpedoes. Probably not. Oh, it does. Wow. Quadruple. It's better than Edinburgh. Yikes. Yeah, tier 10 on PC. Yeah. I'd also imagine that she could be a little over the top for tier 7. I guess we'll find out. I'm actually surprised they made her a tier 7 now that tier 8 is a thing. Because to me, this ship just seems so much better than anything else at the tier. I mean, I could be wrong, and I'm assuming the armor isn't as great as Edinburgh's, but still, it just kind of screams tier 8 that ship. But I guess we'll find out. There's a lot we'll find out in this update here. But I mean, it looks like an Edinburgh, just with 4 rifles per turret. And if everything else is the same, including the acceleration, and I don't think the armor will be the same, but if it is the same, if this thing gets a 30mm bow as well, that's just insane. That's just insane. So I don't think that's gonna happen, and that's probably why it's going to be a tier 7 and not tier 8. So maybe in the future there'll be a tier 8 with better armor. Who knows? Yeah, I agree, Lewis. When I first read it, I thought, oh, that's a perfect tier 8. And then I read like, oh, okay, it's going to be a tier 7. Okay. Because with this ship in the game, why would you play Edinburgh? Why would you play Belfast? Why would you play Tiger? Why would you play Belfast? Because this ship is everything in one package. And everything is better. I mean, it has 1 more torpedo than Edinburgh. It has like 4 rifles more than Edinburgh. I'm assuming the same reload. So yeah. But yeah, definitely a second one buy for me. This is I think this is gonna be an amazing ship. I mean, yeah, it may have the same kind of armor as Minotaur does, making like a big floating citadel, but you have smoke and radar. The stuff you'll be able to pull off in this ship here is just gonna be nuts. It's gonna be like a Tiger 59 with Minotaur guns and Minotaur torps. Yeah. It seems weird to me, but I'm really excited. Same 16mm SPC. Yeah, I saw Blip say it, but I want to see it in game before I believe him. Yeah, Hipper ship. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I love Edinburgh and I love Tiger 59, and I hate Belfast, and I absolutely hate Belfast 43. So this ship is perfect because it takes the best things from the Belfast sisters, or the same ship, I guess, which is obviously the ability to have smoke and radar at the same time, and pop that on Edinburgh, and then just up the the offensive power with turrets and torpedoes. Yeah, give it, Minotaur's armor. I think you're onto a winner there. Lots of fun. Hey Peter, welcome to the stream. We're just discussing the Plymouth at the moment, and yeah, we're just wondering why it's not at tier 8. But who knows? We'll find out. Anyway, let's move on. We'll come back to this ship. So September 19. Oh, that's a long time. That's like 3 weeks. Thanks. Ooh, that's too long. Yeah, triple Plymouth, double or triple. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't wait to try that out. And then we move on to the old faithful Kutuzov. I mean, I never liked this ship. It was the first real HE spamming ship in the game, and I have never liked it, and I have never liked the trend that I think this ship started. Up until then, up until we had Kutuzov, the only real like HE spammers was like Mogami and Atago, and I don't think you can call ships with a 15-second reload for spammers. I mean, yeah, they have high fire chance, but this thing, yeah, it was so annoying, and everybody played it back then. When you were playing the battles, there was always 4 or 5 Kudasovs, and it was just like an HE slinging nightmare. And I'm so happy that's not the case anymore. And these days, they're better HE slingers, so I don't think it's gonna happen again. Hey Hunter, thanks for dropping in. Just have a sip of the beer here. So 750,000 global XP. That's quite fair for that ship. I mean, it's a good ship. I just don't like it. And I don't like its sister ship either, the tier 7. So let's get to the balance changes. And this is where I can hear "Where are you, Aaron?" cry. Yeah, he's still crying. Yeah, because his favorite, his little darling, Des Moines, is getting nerfed. Oh. I mean, it's not really a surprise, is it? Because that ship is just insanely powerful. It's ridiculous, really. And I think the nerf doesn't go long enough. Like, I don't think it's enough. I think it needs to be nerfed more. But that's just me. Anyway, look at the main battery reload time increased by a whopping half second. I mean, that's too little. 1 second at the minimum. 1.5 would be my feeling, but that's just me. HE shell decreased by, what is that, 300 or something, 250, whatever. But just like weirdly enough, the fire chance stays the same at 8%. I mean, you could lower that to 6. Because in my mind, it's supposed to be an AP cruiser. But when I play this ship, I shoot so much AT all the time. And it's really only when you get a broadside that you switch to AP. So, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like AC spamming, but what can you do? So the AP also got a knock with the nerf hammer, down from 5,000 to 4.5. That's pretty decent. I just don't know why they are nerfing the AP. I don't think that's much of a problem. That's why I'm saying, instead of doing that with the AP, they should lower the fire chance as well, from 8 to 6. That's my opinion. Anyway. And then the last thing is something that'll annoy me. That's the radar uptime. It's decreased from 40 seconds to 30 seconds. I never knew, or maybe I just don't realize, that Des Moines actually has 40-second radar. I always thought it was 30. So, I mean, I probably won't feel much difference. I just don't think it's the right thing to do. I mean, what cruisers do is they hunt destroyers, and I mean, you use the radar to do that. So I don't think nerfing the radar is the right thing to do. But what can you do? So be it. So be it. But like I said, I don't think the nerf is hard enough. The reload needs to go down further, and the fire chance also needs to take a dive. Other than that, it's okay. It's okay. All right, now on to the next ship. And I've already mentioned this ship here because I absolutely detest it. And it is the Belfast 43. And oh, you just read about the Wichita? Is that it? Yeah, it is a bit weird. And also, yeah, Hunter, if you haven't got Des Moines, well, by Monday, you're never gonna experience the ship in its most extravagant guise, which is okay. I mean, it's a good ship, yes, but this nerf here, I don't think many people are really gonna notice. Really, after the stream, I'll put up a video where I show what this nerf means to my build on Des Moines, and really, in the end, it doesn't mean much. I'm not gonna notice anything, I think. Yeah, the 40 seconds. I agree. I think that's a weird thing to nerf. It'll just make people radar less. It's weird. It's weird. I don't get it. Anyway, on to Belfast 43, and this actually looks pretty good. I mean, if Plymouth wasn't a thing in this update, then perhaps I would actually play Belfast 43 again, because it looks pretty good now. Like, the reload decreased by 1 second. That's good. And fire setting increased from 9 to 11. That's also really good. That's what the ship needs. Smoke generator consumable. Duration 15 to 20 seconds. Yeah, that doesn't matter to me, because I run turret on the ship with Smokeathon, so I only have 8 seconds to when my smoke generator works. So to me, that's not really gonna make any difference at all. Nothing, really. But with turret, you get 7 smokes, and you can pop them just one after the other. So you nearly have like 6.5 minutes if you need it, like uninterrupted smoke, that build, which is a lot of fun. That's the only thing fun about that ship. That's why I'm excited about Plymouth. Woo. All right. Next up is the Bagration, and that's definitely a ship that needed some love, because no one plays that ship, and I understand, because there's no point playing it. There's so many other better ships out there, so why would you play it? Anyway, reload time decreased by 1 second again. It's good. It should probably be lower. I mean, 9. But anyway, increased HP by 1,000 HP. I don't know how much that's gonna mean. And then it got a radar added. And that ship should have had the radar from the beginning. I don't know why it didn't. It's just weird. All the other Russian cruisers have radar at tier 7 and upwards, except for this one. Yeah, weird. And then there's a few buffs to the pan-European destroyers. And yeah, that's fine. I mean, the tier 6, the Skåne, it definitely needs a buff, because the premium Öland at the same tier, it's just so much better. You're gonna get the Plymouth? Yep. Well, me too. Promise you that. And then there's an issue with saturation. That could fix the skill to rebuild, or I mean the will to rebuild problem that a lot of people have been complaining about. I think I heard that, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out when the update actually lands. And there's a bit of explanation there. That's boring. And then there's a new torpedo penetration ribbon, which is, I don't know why we need that, but okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain. The shell shatters anywhere inside a ship. Okay, I don't know why you want to know that, but yeah. And then on the mobile app, you can link your console accounts. That's great, because that was one of my questions for the app. Like, will you be able to actually play with your existing account? And it seems that you can, if you live in Canada or the Philippines, for now. Hopefully, next update they'll actually, roll it out for the whole world. Then there's a few bug fixes and stuff that's not that important, really. Yeah, I got rid of my P bag too. I don't think I'm gonna request it back though, because there's just better ships and more fun ships to play. I don't think it was a lot of fun to play. It will be more fun with the radar, yes, but not enough for me to waste a ticket on that with Wargaming. Nah, I don't think so. And then there's a haiku. That must be Prince Blip doing that. And that's the end of the patch notes, or update notes, or whatever we want to call them. So, what do you guys think? I think it's one of the better updates. Obviously, last update was amazing, fantastic. And before that, I think the last good update was the Christmas update, the Minotaur campaign. Anything in between is so unimportant that I don't even remember. So, but this update here with Republic as the campaign ship, awesome, love it. This next update here looks really good as well. Whole new line of ships and some good premiums. Plymouth, yes, a notable front runner there. Wichita available as well. What else did we have? We have the Musashi. It's also kind of interesting. I mean, it's not boring. And Transformers. That's kind of meh, you know? I mean, yeah, it's good for people who don't have the commanders already. But for the rest of us, it's, yeah, okay. It's nice, I guess. Legendary Carriers. Almost forgot that one, because obviously for some players, that's going to be a huge thing, and we'll see how it works out. And yeah, well, I think Musashi is going to have a hard time. I don't think it has very good AA, if any AA at all. So the legendary carrier is going to have a good time with Musashi, unless it has some backup. And there's ranked and a bit of unimportant stuff. So how was Wichita actually made available? Okay. It's for doubloons. Okay, so it's not global XP. Alright. Well, that's fair enough. Fair enough. And Plymouth, as we already talked about, the highlight of the update for me personally. Kudos up. Meh. Don't really care about that. Balance changes. Des Moines, good, but should be harder, should be nerfed more. Belfast 43 looks really good. If Plymouth wasn't a thing this update, I would play Belfast 43, I think, but now I won't. Because why would you? When you can play Plymouth. Bagration, yeah, and then the stuff we just went through. So that's about it. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this update, and it's already on Monday. I was kind of fearing we would get like a bare bones skeleton-ish update this time here after the big tier 8 update, but it doesn't look like it. That's a good thing. And yeah, tier 7 isn't matched with legendary. That's true. But we are getting Musashi at tier 8. So we do have those naughty 18-inch guns at a tier that can punish tier 7s. Slightly annoying, I think. But best way to farm global XP? Well, play premium ships and pop boosters on. Don't forget to put the elite booster on. It does help. So the gray booster and then the green one, obviously, and then play a premium ship. And that's about the fastest way you can do it, unless you want to, purchase green XP, which you can do. It'll cost you a castle, but you can do it. Yeah, well, I think that's the end of the update, guys, and I think I'll just stop it here. It's pretty late here in the southern hemisphere, but like I said, I'll put up a Des Moines video after the stream if you want to see how this nerf actually is going to impact the ship. And I'll also be showing the fancy new space camo. And, it's a game with Peak and Aaron, actually. It's not just me by myself. So, yeah, well, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. And got a little bit out of it. And then we'll see what happens on Monday when the patch is available, or update, or whatever you want to call it. So, see you out there, guys.